Hello everyone, welcome to the All Day Football Show. I'm your host, as always, Jackson Cog. And today I've got you Week 10 NFL analysis. You go through top 10, game picks, and the Patriots against the Browns analysis. Jumping right into it, this was the top 10 from last week. Oh boy, do we got a different one for you this week. The Arizona Cardinals take the top spot back after a blowout victory over the 49ers without Kyler Murray and without DeAndre Hopkins. They won it with Colt McCoy and James Conner. What an outstanding victory. The Tennessee Titans move up all the way from the 8th spot to the number 2 to take over as the number 1 team in the AFC after beating, and I mean beating, the LA Rams without King Henry, as he's out for probably the rest of the season. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers moving up a little smidget. We've got the Rams dropping after a loss to the Titans. We've got the Packers dropping after a loss without Aaron Rodgers to the Chiefs. We've got the Ravens moving up a little bit. We've got the Bills dropping after a loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars, 6-9. Nice. We've got the Cowboys dropping after another blowout loss from the Broncos, who kicked their butts in the first half. And we have my New England Patriots back in the top 10. Everybody kicking them down. 3-game winning streak. We put up 50 against the Jets, with about 21 of that coming from our backups. We beat the Chargers. We pummeled the Panthers. We did exactly what I said needed to be done. We made Sam Darnold see ghosts. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Anyways, we have number 10 as the LA Chargers after a close victory over the Philadelphia Eagles. Popping into game picks, we have some interesting matchups this week, to say the least. Went 8-6 last week. It's getting tough to pick games right now. So many upsets, especially last week. But that puts the overall record on the year at 80-54. Tonight, I've got the Ravens winning on the road against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are just not a good team. I've got the Ravens taking the win there. I've got the Colts winning at home against the Jaguars. Bills winning on the road against the Jets. I've got my Patriots taking a win against the Browns. I've got the Chiefs winning on the road against the Raiders, even after last week's issues for the Chiefs in a tough victory over the Packers. Going into the interconference matchups, I've got the Steelers winning at home against the Lions and wins for their home team all the way down with the Titans over the Saints, Chargers over the Vikings, and the Broncos over the Eagles. Actually, very interesting enough, and I mentioned it a few weeks ago, the road team has won more games than the home team this year. It's crazy. We've got the Cowboys winning at home against the Falcons, moving into the NFC matchups. We've got the Buccaneers winning on the road against Washington. Cardinals and Packers taking wins at home against the Panthers and Seahawks. And then on Monday Night Football, I've got the overloaded Rams taking a victory against the 49ers. The Rams today signed Odell Beckham Jr. They traded for Von Miller last week. They're trying to build a ring chaser over there. It's ring year for them. That's what they're hoping for. Who knows if they get there, though? Maybe we'll get a repeat of 2001. It's starting to look like it. Anywho, the Patriots destroyed the Panthers this past week. Got off to a little bit of a slow start. But then as the defense started to shut down and get into their mid to late season form here, the Panthers offense could not do anything. McCaffrey, shut down. DJ Moore, shut down. Robbie Anderson, shut down. All of them. Nobody could do nothing for this Panthers offense, as most of the problems came from Sam Darnold's lack of ability to play quarterback, as he's probably benched for the rest of the year as the Panthers just brought back Cam Newton on a $10 million deal. Don't even get me started on how much they're overpaying for him. But that's what's happening. And the Patriots took a 24-6 victory, including a beautiful pick six from J.C. Jackson, who's turning out to be a stud corner. Hopefully we can sign him this offseason. It's going to be expensive, though. But the keys to a Patriots victory at home this Sunday against the Cleveland Browns. Watch the play action. That's their whole offense, the Browns. Nick Chubb might be out due to COVID. Kareem Hunt is still injured. That leaves Ernest Johnson back again as the starting running back for the Browns. Now, he played well a few weeks ago when he came in as the starter, but one thing for the Patriots is their run defense is starting to pick it up and get a little bit better. And the Patriots' run defense on the stats behind them haven't looked great, but they've had to face running backs like Kamara, Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey. The list goes on. So, you've got Leonard Fournette, Zeke, Tony Pollard. Ernest Johnson is not those guys. He's not that guy. So, the Patriots defense should be able to hold off on that. So, it's about not biting on the run, play more of the pass, just don't get beat down the field get Jalen Mills as far away from the deep routes as you can. He's been such a liability in coverage this year, especially on the deep ball, so keep him away from that. They love to do that, especially with DPP, Donovan Peoples-Jones, so I loved him as a wide receiver. I hope the Pats were going to draft him out of Michigan 2 years ago? A year ago? Something like that. But he fell all the way to the 6th round to the Browns. Number 2, RBBC. What does this stand for? Running back by committee. Damian Harris's status is unknown. Ramondre Stevenson's status unknown. So if they get either of those guys back, that's a possibility. But then you also have J.J. Taylor and Brennan Bolden who are healthy. They're going to be rotating running backs this week, no matter who's healthy, who's not, because they're all banged up. They're going to have to limit. If Damian Harris and Ramondre Stevenson come out of concussion protocol, their snaps will probably be limited anyway. So the Pats will elevate J.J. Taylor. Or, I'm sorry, not elevate. They won't healthy scratch him. They'll keep 4 running backs started into the lineup this week, would be my guess, just to rotate the guys, keep them healthy. And then back to the defensive side, or focusing on the Browns' defense. Stop the pass rush. Myles Garrett, just all those defensive pass rushers over there, just hold them off. Myles Garrett on pace to break the sack record, along with a couple other guys, Matt Judon included. But Myles Garrett, I believe, is a sack leader right now. He's kicking butt this year. Most likely Defensive Player of the Year. Hold him down. If he's going to get to the quarterback, hold at this point. Just don't let him get to Mac Jones. Keep Mac Jones protected. Give him time to throw against a shaky Browns secondary that's been inconsistent all year. They played well against the Bengals last year, shutting down the deep ball, but good thing that's not something the Pats do very often. It's the dink and dunk, but if they can set something up down the field, that would be great as well. I do have the Patriots winning this game. I've got them winning. We're going to go with 24-20. I think it'll be close just because the Browns are a competitive team, but I do think the Patriots slide out of this one with a W. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Let's go, Pats!